morning, guys. So as you can see, your USD yesterday kept pushing down lower and lower as anticipated. As we've been discussing for the past month, if you've been here, we're just looking for short on your USD, hereby looking for buys on the dollar. Or rather, we're looking for buys on the dollar, hereby looking for shorts on Euro USD. So, as you can see, first, if we look to the left, we have this liquidity low point here, which was taken yesterday, and now after that, market started to retrace. So for me personally, it's all about following the order flow. If you look at the order flow, what do we have here? We have the buy before the sell, pushing market down, right? Buy before the sell, here again, buy before the sell. So it's all about just following the order flow and looking for more sells until market starts to show us otherwise. So for me, I'm still holding my position as always, just holding my position still in my Euro USD short, waiting for basically this liquidity low to be taken, this extreme low, and then I would see market reaction here, and if I would close it or if I would still be holding that position probably to this extreme low here. So let's keep an eye out for that. Let's watch how market develops. But right now, for me, this is just a retracement and for further positions, right? So that's all I see. Okay, so you can see now we're just retracing slowly. So if you look at here mechanically, we have liquidity resting here, we have liquidity resting here. So perhaps we'll retrace a little bit into this supply area, then that change of character, and then you can look for those further shorts. So I'm looking at something of this, right? So retracement, right? Perhaps, and then you could just wait for that change of character, look for those further shorts. Okay, guys, so that's my plan for Euro USD. Let's see how that works. If we're moving on, the DXY index, for the dollar index, I mean, wow. This is so as you can see, right, this is a breakout. Now we've taken all of this liquidity here. Let's delete this. Let's make this chart a little bit more beautiful, right? Or a little bit clearer. It is beautiful on its own, it just needs to be clearer. So the point is, we've come into this supply zone, which we have liquidity resting above it. So and I like the price action coming into here. So we've come into here, and of course you expect those retracement a little bit and further buys. So here we had that consolidation, and then we had the breakout, so we could just retrace, and then from there we can just start pushing up again. Let's see if that happens. So that's my target. My target for the dollar would be this extreme 100 high. Then if we get there, then let's see how it goes. But if we start to slow down and change character, I'm fine to take my profit and to close my positions. So guys, keep an eye out for that. Let's watch and see what the dollar wants to do. But man, this is just beautiful, man. This is just beautiful. Remember, I was saying it when it comes to the Ember month. Historically, dollar is always bullish, right? Dollar has been bullish, not always, but dollar has been bullish in this Ember month. And now we have our these are sell before the buy up. So on the daily, right? So for me, it's all about looking for additional positions, right? You can see we had that push up, retracement, push up. Now perhaps we have another retracement to keep on buying, right? So I'm not looking for any other thing for now unless we start to see those change of character, and then we can start to reanalyze and re-strategize. Okay, guys. GBP USD is similar story. I mean, just beautiful, right? So here if we look to our left, here we have this squeezing price action, and we know, okay, if we have that area of consolidation, we have liquidity resting beneath it, right, which hasn't been grabbed. So for me, when I look to the left, I can see this, right? I can see we have this open area right here, right? We have this open area right here, right? So it's all about waiting, and we grab this one here, and that is causing this market to slow down. Perhaps we get that retracement, but according to the order flow, you don't need to think too much. You just want a retracement, perhaps a liquidity grab on the lower time frame, not even perhaps a liquidity grab on the lower time frame, and then you find that entry. For now, we don't have that liquidity. We only have it resting here, right? The closest one is right here for me. So I would be waiting and seeing, okay, we have right here, and this can also be enough to push the market. It's very, very bearish, so I would be waiting before I get into any further positions, waiting for market to develop. If we get that retracement and then that change of character, similar story as I'm looking for on EU, and then we can just take it to new lows. I'm still interested in the shorts because this is the impulsive phase, guys. So we're in our impulsive phase to the downside, and I'm happy looking for short. Okay. Okay, so I put my indicator, my opens indicator, and showing you like, okay, now this is our quarterly open. Okay, guys, and which is also our monthly open for this month, right? So this is our quarterly open. If you look at it, it's just beautiful, right? So we have this squeezing price action into the highs. We had the change of character, and from that quarterly open, boom, look at it, right? Here, grabbing liquidity, pushing down, retracement. You can just look for your short. I think it was on Tuesday this week, right? Yes. And then put your stop above here to target a 1 to 3, just 1 to 4, even at its peak. Just beautiful, beautiful, guys, beautiful. We don't need any other thing. We don't need anything else. We don't need anything else. We're following market structure. We have our opens. We have liquidity. We have PVD. Right. This is just beautiful. And then we have fundamentals aligning also. Right. With the situation in France, the French government. That's why I'm still very interested in selling the euro. The French government having issues like collapsing, right? You get that. So for me, it's just all about following the technicals, aligning it with the fundamentals, and just looking for the best positions to enter. That's why I'm in the euro more than I'm in GU. Simple, guys. Simple as ABC. From yesterday, right? So we marked here, waiting for. You can see for NZD it went to our TP, but it didn't tag us in, right? So we marked this area, which you could have also adjusted like this, right? That would have tagged you in, and then you have been at a 1 to 2 at your peak, right? 1 to 2, beautiful. 1 to 2 is beautiful, beautiful. I don't know who would see a 1 to 2 and be like, I don't want it. You better want it. So the point is, you can see this quarterly open, right, acting as resistance again, guys. Always pay attention to these levels. Always pay attention to these opens. They work like magic. Not every time, nothing works every time, but they work, right? When you align them with market structure, you align them with your fractal structure, your supply or your demand. It works, guys. It works. So please pay attention to these open levels. Right now, we grab this low. We're still in our impulsive phase down, so I'm not interested in longs now. Any retracement is just giving me an opportunity to look for further shots. Okay, guys, any retracement is giving me an opportunity to look for further shots. I'm not interested in longs at the moment, which is why I'm staying out of AU. AU is just choppy, right? If we look at this, right, it's just choppy because the Aussie dollar is quite strong at the moment. So for me, and trading two strong pairs against each other, it doesn't make sense, right, guys? It doesn't make sense. So I'm just staying out of this for now. Staying out of AU for now. There's nothing to really analyze. It's just chopping. Okay, guys. If we come to USD CHF kept making higher prices, and if you remember from yesterday, I said if we grab this liquidity above and we get that retracement, I would probably look for long positions to take out this trend line liquidity at 0.81338, because now we've had our change of character on the daily, on the 4 hour. So all I'm just looking for is for the longs on USD CHF, right, which is just perfect, right, which is just perfect. Give me a second, guys. All right, so here we have our quarterly open. we have our quarterly open right here. So you can see, right? I mean, guys, what else can I say? All right, so we had this equal lows here, liquidity being grabbed, push up, and then retracement into it, right back into a quarterly open. You can have look for those sells. This become your area of demand. For those buys, rather, this became your area of demand, and then from there you just start pushing up. So now I'm just waiting for a sort of retracement, right? Liquidity grab. Now we have this equal lows being left behind, or did we grab it? Yes, actually we did. So now this is our demand area on the 1 hour, right? So market coming into here would signify that I want to look for further buy positions so that we can take out these highs, right? These liquidity highs here. Okay. If we look at gold from yesterday, we spoke about gold, and I wasn't interested in looking for a buy position yet. Of course, I'm interested in buying gold, but we had this liquidity lows that was open, and I said I would prefer market come take out these lows, develop a little bit, and then we can start looking for those buys. And also because I'm interested in longing the dollar, and usually when the dollar is bullish, the gold is bearish, right? Because investors are taking their money into the dollar and away from gold, right? So usually when people are taking their money away from the dollar, they take it to gold and this kind of safe haven pairs, right? Or commodities. So for me now, this here we have a nice area of demand. We have liquidity being grabbed. So and then once we see that change of character, right? So we have this push up, right? This is our fractal high, fractal low. Right now we're just trading inside it. So I would like perhaps maybe a swipe of this low. We create these new fractals, and then we start to break those fractal high, and I would just look for further entries into gold, right? So beautiful price action on gold overall. Um, for USD card, guys, what is there to say? This is just a breakout, right? This is a breakout, and you just want that retracement a little bit. We don't even have to retrace deep. That's the thing with breakouts, right? Once we have these breakouts, this kind of breakouts, we don't have to retrace deep. Just little consolidation. You look for liquidation on the lower time frame. Once you find that liquidation event on the lower time frame, then from there you could just look for additional positions, right? If you look at this on the higher time frame, this is just a breakout, right? So you can see it right here. Now we had this breakout, we have this consolidation, now we're pushing up again. So we've grabbed the liquidity above here, right? Above this, we'll grab this extreme liquidity, so we can expect perhaps we'll get a retracement. Maybe we even get a deeper retracement to come and target this area. So this would be my target for USD card, right? Next liquidation point. So all you just have to do now is wait for liquidity on the lower time frame to be grabbed, and then we follow it to there. Okay, if we look at USD JPY too, I mean, for me too, right? I mean, these are just very bullish pairs at the moment. So if we look at the top, this is my target for now. Let's see when market reaches there, maybe we can get some short positions, but for now I just want to not be in this market because yes, in as much as it's showing that strength, I think the yen is at a nice area of demand at the moment, which can act to push the market, which can act to push the yen up. And if it's pushing the yen up, that would mean bearish indications for USD JPY. So I'm still holding. I'm holding on. I don't have positions in USD JPY. I'm holding on and waiting to see what happens. Okay, guys. So that's it for today. I wish you a wonderful trading. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Practice back test. Get ready for next week, and let's kill it. October has been a beautiful month so far. Let's see if we can hit all our targets this month. Thank you, guys.